Next up on the menu, we have Street Life and Sweat Equity by Antonio Talks. Street life is not worth it, man. It never was. In my friend group, we had this running joke about people who wanted to be gangsters and wanted to be cool and thugs and whatnot. And I used to say this all the time, even when I was younger. They're either going to end up dead or in jail, or just like nothing in life. Lo and behold, after I went ghost after high school, I come back and I asked my friends, what's the word? What's going on with this person, that person, boom, bam, bop? What's going on with all the people we went to high school with? Half them niggas are serving life sentences. Quarter of them is dead. And the other half are like trapping or in the process of getting locked up. It's never those are the only paths unless you deviate, right? So yeah, it's never worth it. I've never felt any pull. I never found it appealing at all, because number one, it's corny. You don't have to be a thug nigga to be confident and to be considered dominant. You really don't. And number two, you're literally just souring the perspective of our people when you do shit like that. So let's get up by the video. Let's move this back here. Go full screen. Talk to me.
We talk about racism, we talk about white supremacy, we talk about anti-blackness. And I'm just at the point of like, I know these people don't like us. I know about all of the agendas that they have thrown at black Americans, right? You know, slavery, Jim Crow, the black codes, redlining, denying benefits from the GI Bill, COINTELPRO, the crack epidemic, the heroin epidemic, the war on drugs, right? I understand all of these things, them pushing capitalism, all of this fucked up the black community. And in 2026, we are seeing the backlash from that. With that being said, I think that it's good we acknowledge the past atrocities that happened to us, but also I don't want us to continue to dwell on it. If y'all noticed over here on my channel recently,
because
I've been incorporating more videos.
There's a difference between acknowledging it, knowing this is what happened, and moving forward out of spite of it, in spite of it. Moving forward because you know that you've been through it, right? Rather than just dwelling on it and using it as a crutch to not be better, right? Because a lot of black people do that. And I know they do, but it's a smaller margin than people think it is. It really is. You will get hit with that margin no matter who you are as a black person, at least once in your lifetime, because, hey, you're black and that's just something you have to deal with. But in most cases, we don't dwell on that shit. We move past it. We grow because of it. We keep that in our mind and we let it fuel us in most cases. You need to understand, if you're black out there and you're watching this, your whole existence in this country and people who look like you, your people, is resilience. It's resistance, you know, defiance. You literally are the definition of cool, counterculture. We've always been counterculture. You need to understand that. Have some conviction in yourself if you're black. You also need to have conviction in the fact that racist people are a dying breed. They just are. It's not popular to be racist. And if it is, if you do get popular off of that, it's a fleeting thing. It's like pranksters on YouTube. You have to one-up yourself every time or people are going to get bored of you, right? You have to go out and do some crazy shit like Chud the Builder. And even then, you may not get saved because look where Chud the Builder is right now. I'm telling you, man, that method is patched. No one cares anymore. We got bigger shit. We got bigger shit to worry about rather than the color of our skin now.
Those tackling things that we do have control over. A lot of the negative elements in the community that I just dislike. Today we're gonna be talking about the glorification of street culture and also sweat equity. I made a video a few weeks ago where I was talking about the raccoons of the black community that we don't talk about. And basically I was stating that the same way, you know, we talk down on bootlickers, the tap dancers, the same way we treat those individuals, we gotta start treating these gang bangers and some street dudes like that as well. And that is what I'm going to dive into within this video, man.
Because you're a raccoon in a different way, right? A raccoon is someone who puts down their culture for the sake of, you know, bigging up themselves and their situation. Gangsters and street niggas have always done that. They've always done that. They welcome the racist white people into their hood with open arms, escort these niggas around. Yet you could be a black nigga minding your business and you'll be killed by a gangster. Even though you were never in any gang affiliated activity. It happens all the time. most times if you mind your business, it doesn't happen. And if you stay to yourself and you don't try to be in that life, it doesn't happen. But there are way too many instances than what's comfortable where that's happened. And it's happened way more with other black people than with white people, which is why I don't understand why they're saying anything about that. But YOLO, you know, YOLO, man. But what I do need you to understand is that the reason why these wannabe cool thug niggas that are in the black community are holding us back in our raccoons is just because of that. They're holding us back. They are representing a false image of black people that is broadcasted out to the world, and they know that it is, and yet and still they still do it. It's a lot of shit that we're up against, guys. It really is.
In our communities, these type of individuals are praised and put onto a pedestal. These dudes are seen as real for doing anti-black shit. So-and-so right here went to jail for killing 2 black men. Now he's labeled as a real dude? What? Buddy over here selling fentanyl, lace, pills, and crack or whatever, poisoning the community. But guess what? We got a person that came home from college. He got him a degree, and people don't even want to show him no type of love. They gonna call him a square for going to school and getting a higher education. We praise and we glorify a lot of dumb, stupid ass shit. And I just want to give a little context, just to myself, right? I am hood adjacent. I grew up smack dab in the middle of the hood. And if you don't know what hood adjacent mean, it is basically a person who grew up the hood environment, right? You grew up in the hood, but you're not a street dude. And this is like 90% of the people that...
I'm hood adjacent as well. So is most of my friend group. Well, actually all of my friend group, IRL friend group. We all grew up hood adjacent. The thing is, we all looked at that shit and said, that's pretty fucking stupid. Let's play with Beyblades and watch anime and draw and shit. Let's express art, you know what I mean? Let's fucking make shit with our hands. Make shit out of paper or whatever. Let's you know, just be ourselves. You ever thought of that? Yeah, that's scary to do when you're in the hood, because like if you don't fit in, you're sidelined in most cases.
Grew up in the hood. Me personally, I grew up in Columbia, South Carolina, right? And my childhood home, y'all, it was literally like a minute away from the colonies. Now, if you're from Columbia, you know the colonies has a very bad reputation. People call it like one of the worst neighborhoods in the city or whatever. In my opinion, the shit ain't that bad though. And I'm not bringing these things up to glorify it or anything, but had multiple friends that passed away to gun violence.
Yep.
In jail for gun violence. Family, right? You know what I'm saying? So I never want to come off as demonizing these individuals, but it's just like the older I get, the less tolerant I am of it.
Same here. I'm not demonizing them. I'm not saying that they're evil. I'm not saying that, like, you know, these people should be rounded up and killed or whatever. What I'm saying is that we need to stop perpetuating this shit. We need to stop promoting it. We need to stop glorifying it. I'm not talking about rapping. I'm not talking about, you know, the aesthetic of wearing Jordans and do-rags and stuff. I'm talking about the senseless, violent acts. That's what I'm talking about. The glorification of that. The glorification of just setting your people back. That's what we need to stop. And I'm less tolerant of that because, like, those are the people that make it harder for most of us, for actually all of us. They make it harder. And the reason why they make it harder is because when you try to just let someone know that we're not all like that, which I don't know why you would be doing that, because if someone thinks that, they're already a lost cause. But if you try to let someone know, hey, we're not all like that, they're going to be like, oh, okay, what about him over there? And it's some dude that's perpetuating this shit. And it's probably the same guy that will let that white guy you're talking to say the N-word as well. It's very fugazi how this shit works.
Tell y'all a story that I think about all the time that happened to me. And I brought it up on my main channel before. When I was younger, I think like either 6th or 5th grade. I can't remember exactly. But basically, man, I got an older brother. He's a knucklehead, right? He was in the streets doing little dumb gang shit. He ended up getting our house shot at. I remember this night because I woke up out the middle of my sleep and like the police or whatever, the detectives were outside of my room. I heard all this commotion. I opened up my door and they all outside my room. Tell me why, y'all, one of the bullets was literally like, it landed right next to my room. Let's say my room is like this. The door is right here and it's a closet on the outside of my door. My bed is lined up right next to the door, just kind of far back. So the bullet hit right next in that closet, y'all. So if it would have hit over just a few like inches further, the shit could have hit me in my sleep. Who knows? I probably wouldn't even be here right now. And I mean, y'all probably got similar stories to this of friends and family that then got hit by stray bullets, passed away. They ain't got nothing to do with anything. All because of dumbass street politics. Now, this clip right here, NBA Youngboy, is probably one of the reasons I even made this video. As of recently, he is beefing with Future. In this clip specifically, he said something that I had to address. And let's listen to it.
Man, you niggas ain't no fucking gangsters. That's why y'all can walk around the states like that. Say, Pluto ain't no fucking gangster. Dude don't run around without no fucking security, especially not more than me.
Do y'all hear how he's talking? He's basically clowning someone because they don't gotta watch over their back 24/7. Once again, why do we glorify dumb shit like that? So I'm pretty late on this whole situation right here, but this is
just fucking sad,
one of
man.
Julio Killer's. As we can see right here from the caption, Julio Killer says gang life ain't worth it. At this point, we don't need a rocket science to tell us this shit. Most of the killings with this gang shit is basically retaliation, bruh. Niggas just don't know how to let shit go. Back in 2010, they brother probably got killed. They got revenge, back and forth, back and forth. At this point in 2026, they probably don't even know why they beefing. Let the shit go. Be the bigger man.
To my city, man. It ain't worth it, boy. Like, it ain't worth it. Like, me being a rapper from my city and Fulio being a rapper from our city, it ain't worth it. Like, my mouth getting dry, sorry. Like, the dissing, the beefing, the shooting, like, for what? Like, for what?
Literally, for what, bro? Like I state, y'all got all this pent up aggression. Go slide through a sundown town. Y'all niggas got all this aggression for other black people, but when it come time to really stand on business, easy, motherfuckers ain't doing shit.
Like, when you sitting in your cell alone, cold, it's lonely as hell in that bit. Everybody leave you. Like, nobody here for you. Like, the ones that's your ride or die, your girlfriends, whoever you love, the only person there for you is your mother. And maybe.
I mean, he ain't lying, bro. What you gotta notice, to be fair to the people on the receiving end of this, the world gotta go on.
Yep.
Bills gotta be paid. Kids still gotta get fed. Roofs still gotta be provided and managed. This is why I say the whole street life thing is stupid, because these people are going to praise you, right? Let's say you go to jail for killing a nigga. The first couple of days, everybody gonna be on Facebook and Instagram saying free you. As the weeks go on and the months progress, those posts are going to get less and less posted about you. Life gonna go on, but guess what? Hey, you a real nigga. You didn't back down and act like a whole ass nigga.
Like, one friend, maybe, but it ain't worth it though, bro. It ain't worth it. I was 21 years old facing the death penalty. I never ever, my only interactions with law enforcement was traffic tickets. Wake up next morning, I'm facing the death penalty. That's how quick life can change. It ain't worth it, bro. That's all though.
So this video right here is from another one of Fulio's killers. It says Fulio's killer get referred to as needed sweat equity.
Based on Mr. Gathwright's age, physical abilities, things like that, do you think that the prison would benefit from him in a work capacity if he were sentenced to life without parole?
I say yes. With my experience, not only just in classification, but as former warden and even as a jail administrator, he's someone that's young, he's healthy. In reality, we need that labor, we need that sweat equity, and we will put him out there to work, because we do have an aging prison population, jail administration, we have that. So we put these young individuals to work and get some sweat equity out of them, since they are young and actually can do the work.
And I know we talk about life without parole and death row, but for our jurors' education, in Florida, what does a life sentence without parole mean?
A life sentence in the Florida Department of Corrections means from the minute they're brought in, they're assigned an inmate number. He will be assigned an inmate number, and when he dies and leaves in a body bag, he will still have that inmate number. An inmate serving life will never ever get out. There is no parole in the state of Florida, and they're not ever allowed outside the razor wire and the fence of a secure facility.
And this is why I try to stress, man, to all of the YNs. I don't even like referring to that term, but if you live that lifestyle, I understand the circumstances of why y'all may go down doing the dumb and wrong things, but we gotta start pushing back against that shit. It's not cool. And the sad thing is, bro, a lot of these dudes that's in the streets, they making less money than niggas working a 9 to 5.
Yep.
You can make more money by getting you a fucking warehouse job, working at Amazon. And you don't gotta work there forever. You could be working on getting a trade while working that job, so that eventually you can pivot. You know what I'm saying? Just make a, you know what I'm saying? You don't, come on, bro. Now for the rest of this video, man, I just want to talk about.
There's a lot of shit you can do, bro. Like when, I would never forget it, bro. I will never forget it. Whenever I would say I want to be a YouTuber or do content creation, I believe this was back like in 2019. Niggas, like hood niggas, like the thugs, like the popular niggas are always the thugs in most cases. They laugh, you know, hey man, nigga, all the time, just laugh. Whole class laugh. Niggas are laughing at your aspirations because you don't want to be in jail. You don't want to be a trapper. You don't want to serve. You know what I mean? You don't want to be a thug or anything like that. Funny how that works out where they are now. That is funny how that fucking works out. I'm working on my craft and those niggas don't have the opportunity to better themselves at all. And if they do, they're squandering it every single opportunity. They're just worse off to me.
My black men, we got to start loving each other more.
And that shit don't make me happy to see. It's another black brother that's just pissing his life away. That doesn't make me fucking happy to see at all. That shit just makes me have to work harder. You know what I mean? The reason why it makes me have to work harder is because I have to evangelize. I have to tell other niggas, hey, bro, stop it. Stop. Shit's not worth it, man. That shit ain't worth that shit. It's not cool. It's not. Because I have to tell them all of these harrowing experiences I've had with niggas like that want to be cool and want to be thugs. What happened to them? Where they are now.
Always tough. Why every time you see another black man gang, you see another black shorty, folk, we gotta look at each other like we are. I don't even know you, folk. I can't even say what up. Or you might be like, what the fuck you saying what up, folk? You step on a motherfucking shoe, they ready to blow. Like, shit gotta stop.
100% facts,
yeah,
bro.
I agree.
And the thing is, a lot of the dudes that have that animosity towards another black person, they docile as fuck if it was a person from another race. A white man walked through. How you doing, sir? What's up, boss?
This nigga ended his life.
Bragging.
What that mean?
What you mean what that mean?
What that mean?
That mean was bragging.
Okay.
Gang shit.
I don't do no gang stuff.
This video is a prime example of what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna just play it without the audio, but as you can see, they're staring each other down. He do a head nod, and they still staring, and then the dude in the gang talking about what's bracking. He, you know what I'm saying? He ain't on none of that gang shit. And it's like, why is a eye contact, like niggas just looking at each other and we ready to scrap, bro? Niggas got so much misplaced anger that needs to be put in different places, bro. It's pissing me off. But that's pretty much it, y'all. That's all I want to talk about in this one.
Yeah, bro. It's just sad, man. Not only are we up against these motherfuckers who, like, they get off on hating black people, we're also up against self-sabotaging motherfuckers who think that the shit that is unsavory about the community is cool. They think it's something that's, you know, to be savored. It's something to be praised. And it's just sad to see because it's not. It's really fucking not. It's not something to be praised. It's not cool. It's not hype. It's not nothing at all. You can be a boss-ass nigga. You can be a fucking dominant ass person without being a gangbanger. And the thing is, this is not unique to the black community. This is just something that's very prevalent in it. But even if you're not black, why do you want to be a thug at all? If you are black and if you're not black, it's not, why do you want to be a thug? It's not cool. You're just worse off. You make less money, your life is worse. I don't get it. That shit I will never understand that shit. With all that being said, you guys let me know what you think of this video in the comments below. What do you think of the thug life? Is that something you, if you participated in it and you've gotten out, what do you think of it? What would be your words of encouragement or words of, no, this shit is actually worth it or whatever, if you do think that way. With all that being said, 1,000 thanks for watching. Have a better day than me.